face, how much lower can these destroyers of our society sink? There is no justification whatsoever. This has nothing to do with peace, bettering our communities, or anything at all to do with justice. Only now did Lori Lightfoot have anything to say to condemn these riots in downtown Chicago. Where on earth has she been all this time? Now it's in her neighborhood. She's a day late and $1 short. Good luck trying to clean up. Those people don't care. Doesn't matter which building they were smashing into. The fact that this was known before the fact and bridges were drawn. This behavior is evil. The people paying to create it are evil. Enough is enough. This is about as low as someone could go. Please find these low-life people and put them in prison. Everyone wants justice for all. What the **K is going on? Recalling China's way of dealing with protesters that got out of hand. Soldiers, guns, tanks. Somehow, in view of the inaction of city government leaders, the idea is not quite so appalling now as it was then. Still don't condone that extreme, but someone needs to restore law and order. My BFF and I stayed in the Ronald McDonald House while her son had heart surgery. It was filled with people from all walks of life and different countries caring for an ill family member. It was also filled with love and kindness shared with all. I count my experience there as one of the most meaningful and enriching of my life. That's pathetic. I'm so mad about the Ronald McDonald House. It looks and sounds like the police were told to stand down in Chicago, because when they showed the rioting downtown, the police were basically just standing behind the looters when they were breaking into stores along the Magnificent Mile. It's one thing when some peacefully protested to let their voice be heard. This has been going too far for too long now. Let the military step in person with folded hands, medium light skin tone. This is unbelievable. There is no good reason to turn to violence and scare tactics. Chicago needs better leaders and, at this point, the National Guard should be activated to secure peace and safety for Chicago's citizens. A direct quote from a BLM organizer in Chicago, that is reparations. A BLM organizer said, anything they wanted to take they can take it because these businesses have insurance. They also held a rally in support of those arrested for looting and smashing windows. If people stay there and support the mayor and the city, they are also part of the problem. Chicago is a nothing city. Get out of there, and if the kids and families don't feel safe, what are you waiting for? I hope it will be a mass exodus. Seriously? People are surprised. What did they think was going to happen? Looks like Chicago pride is in the toilet, swirling down to third world country status. Dump the people responsible, starting with the mayor. And Kamala Harris is helping to pay the bail for these types of evil people. We need law and order. She not only helped fund them, she asked others to help as well. So did Biden's staffers. All that money should be spent rebuilding the damage the protesters did, instead of taxpayers paying for it. The president needs to declare martial law in these states that have all this looting and crime going on. The government in these states have no backbone to stand up to these people, so the president needs to protect the law-abiding people. We pay taxes and deserve to live peaceful without threat to our lives, etc. This is insane that people are allowed to do this with no repercussions. I'm fed up with this country allowing this to continue. I cannot even walk down my street for a walk because get harassed. If another country attacked us like this, be done, but because domestic, it's just a free-for-all. I'm disgusted. The Ronald McDonald House helped us so much when our son was born. The families that stay there are dealing with devastating issues already. I can't imagine a violent mob on top of that, and with this population of fragile children. This is exactly what the Dems want. People abandon their property, don't pay taxes, and bingo, city claims property for back taxes. Welcome socialism. Say hi to Venezuela. This absolutely breaks my heart for the Ronald McDonald House staff and volunteers and the families staying there, while their kids are receiving medical care and treatment far from home. They don't even feel safe walking the 5 blocks back and forth between the house and the hospital now. My family stays at the house in Houston every 3 months for testing and procedures at Texas Children's for my 17-year-old son's heart condition and St. Luke's liver transplant department for liver cirrhosis. I understand firsthand how important a safe, secure and clean environment is for these children and what these families go through. I understand that these houses are funded by donations of generous people and businesses and ran by volunteers with big hearts. For these thugs/terrorists to do what they did in Chicago is beyond sickening. My heart is sad today for the Ronald McDonald House, the families staying there, and for our country. How did this even become acceptable in our society? Wake up, America. It's time to stop this madness. Repost. Full link in the description. Like, follow, share, subscribe and comment, hit the bell.